Hey, this is Stephanie Martin with Moved by Purpose, and thank you for watching the Surrendered Life show. Today's topic is going to be about numbers. So how many of you, by a raise of hand, do the hands up emoji if you get a little bit triggered about money, numbers, data? So anything to do with numbers, which money has something to do with numbers, weight has something to do with numbers, our inches and dress and pant size. What else? Our social media followers, how big our email list is, how many people know us. Okay. And numbers in and of themselves are not evil. They actually can be very good. They actually can be very helpful. They can actually set a lot of boundaries for us and tell a picture and help us assess things so we can maybe know where to go and what to do next. But a lot of times, if you're anything like me, they can also feel like hell on earth, okay? You can also get very caught up on the number on the scale or your dress size or how many followers you have or how big your email list is or how small it is and how much engagement you have, that we can fall apart and come undone. So, if that is you, I have some tips to help encourage you on how to shift that. So lately, I have set this goal for a growth goal in my business on the back end that in the next 30 days, I will have X amount of growth. And there's a number connected to that. I think this is a healthy goal, except when I get unhealthy. It becomes unhealthy. The goal itself is not unhealthy. It's my state and what I've attached to it and my relationship with it that gets all messed up. Okay, so I got started off good. I talk about this in my messy middle, okay? We all could start something, right? The enthusiasm of something new, the excitement of something fresh and new, that we just gave ourselves permission to have what we want and go after it. You know, that's very, very electrifying. And then you hit this messy middle. I really wish I had a copy of my book right next to me. I really need to do that. Anyway, check it out. I'll put the link in the description to check that out and order your copy. It is a good one. So we can all start off and then you hit the messy middle where it's no longer that sexy to be doing what you're doing. It's not that exciting anymore. That wore off. And you also have no idea where the end is. You're in this foggy, unknown middle state. Okay? So you can't see the, like that launching is over and you're just here. So, with this, I started off very healthy and then was like, I just want to get to the end. And this is what high achievers, overachievers do. We love our results, don't we? We love our outcomes. Okay, we love hitting that goal. But here's the problem. We can get addicted to it. Addicted to achievement and activity and doing and striving and hitting goal after goal. And that, my friend, can get very unhealthy very quickly. I heard this phrase and I love it and I need to find her name to credit her properly. So when I do, I will put that in the description below. But she said we are supposed to get fired up, not burned out. And there is a huge difference between being fired up and being burned out. So back to numbers. So numbers. So identify what the story is. What if you're stressed out and striving and flustered and frustrated that something isn't happening or looking the way that you want it to, there is something that has stole our peace. We have allowed something to rob us of our peace and joy of the here and now, my friends. And what is that? Have you told yourself a story about that how much I weigh or how small I am or how many Instagram followers I have or how big my email list is or how much money I'm making or how old I am. Age, another number. Time, another number. All of these things, whatever it is, are you saying something about what it means about you? That you don't have it yet, or that you feel like you should have it yet. You could be entitled, that because you want it, that it means it automatically is owed to you without the work. Or you put the work in for a small amount of time and think because you thought about it and put a small amount of work in it, that it should be yours. Or you work really, really hard and still feel entitled. Entitlement has many, many phases. And I talk about that in my course, Mastering Mindsets. And again, I'll put that in the link below in case you want to unpack the 5 toxic mindsets that keep us stuck and you want to overcome and shift them. But back to numbers. So, identify the story. What have you attached your identity to? It comes down to you've made it mean something about you. You've put some sort of identity in this goal. You have placed your sense of well-being in the outcome and results of whatever it is that you're working on. So this is what gets us in a force state. I call this flow versus force. And that is my signature program, Flow versus Force. That is what I am known for. And force is that striving energy. It's that when I get here, then I'll be happy. It is that messy middle. It is the internal state that we are in that is stressed out, miserable, unhappy, and just desperately trying to get out of it and get to the other side. Now, I'm not saying that life is easy. And I'm not saying that I don't have challenges and struggles. By no means am I saying that. But the attitude about it can change and be very, very revealing. So, what do these numbers mean about you? If you're stressed out, get to the bottom. What do these numbers mean about you? Have you attached something about yourself, an identity to it? Are you doing when then thinking? And if you are, let it go. Define a new story. Develop a new relationship with the goal, with the number. So, this is what I encourage you to do. When stepping out into any meaningful goal or intentional project or work, do not place your entire well-being into this outcome. Resolve to enjoy the journey each day. Each day. Find the joy and the gift with each day. Life is a gift. It is not a grind. We make it a grind. Now, that doesn't mean it's not challenging. It doesn't mean that there's not pain. It doesn't mean that there's not hardships. But our attitude, our outlook on it, our relationship with the outcome and the process all has a huge part to play in how we make it through the messy middle. Now, I had a goal, or working towards a goal, and it started off good, and then it got unhealthy, and I checked it. I noticed it. I'm like, okay, girl, like, count your blessings. And you know, for me, I know it's unhealthy when all I am seeing is I don't note the progress. I don't celebrate how far I've come. All I see is that I haven't hit that yet. I'm not there yet. And that is my sign, an invitation to, we gotta stop that. We're gonna let that go right now. I know better than to think like that, and I'm glad I captured that thought. because it was a goal of adding 250 new subscribers to my community, and I had added 60 plus, 60, 70 something. And I initially saw this and I was like, oh, I'm not at 250 yet. And that was where I'm like, okay, no, we are not doing that. Let's celebrate that I have 60 beautiful souls and beautiful lives that want to be part of this amazing community. So that's how you can start shifting it. Okay, catch the attitude, catch the feedback. You know when you're off. You know what it is for you. And then shift it. Say, no, I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be that way. I'm not taking that bait. I'm going to celebrate how far I've come. And I'm going to celebrate this moment right here, right now. I'm going to be grateful for where I am and just let go. I'm making progress towards that, and I'm looking forward to that. But I'm also really grateful for this. I'm grateful for all of the lessons I've learned thus far. I'm grateful for the new relationships I've developed, the new opportunity, the stretching myself outside of my comfort zone, proving something to me, proving myself wrong, actually. I had a bad mindset and attitude and a resistance about stepping out into this because it was new, and that's what we do. We resist change. And when I stepped into it, I was like, oh, this isn't that bad after all. It's not that bad. It's not that much work. And it's okay. We can keep going, and then you get like into that middle state and you just stay committed. Just stay committed and following through on it. You don't have to force outcomes. Just be in the moment, be present, celebrate that you are being intentional and allowing yourself to have what it is that you want. You want peace, right? You want joy. You want a sense of well-being. You can have that right now, regardless of if you ever get to here. You can have that right here, right now. So that ended up being a talk about numbers, but also ventured way off into mindset and the messy middle and life. Anyway, if you want to join in on the community, Flow vs. Force community, we will put the link with how to do that, and make sure to subscribe at movedbypurpose.net to get the details on how to get into Flow vs. Force and the incredible, amazing community of trailblazing women like yourself that are out there making a difference. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.